This is out of control. This video is brought to you by The Officer Tatum Store. The Officer Tatum Store. Get the merch link in the description section. Also, thetatumreport.com, where you get 100% verifiable news, 100% free to you, 100% of the time. So go on and check out thetatumreport.com. All of our articles that we write on a day-to-day basis will be there. Download the podcast, the B. Tatum Show podcast, on all podcasting platforms. Text Tatum to 53445. I want you to do it all, baby. I want you to do it all. I know I love you guys. I appreciate you. So y'all know what to do. Let's get into this. Ladies and gentlemen, ladies, let's talk about this situation. Now, I have a son that looked like, I don't know how old this kid is, but my son is 11 years old. And teachers, I just want to tell you, you better not do this to my son, because I'll be up there in the principal's office having a stern conversation with you guys. Very thorough, firm, consistent conversation within the rules of the law with y'all. If you got a teacher talking crazy to my son for wearing a Blue Lives Matter, a blue line mask. Now, let me say this real quick before I get in this. Some people they stuck on something else. I almost said the other word, but I'm trying to be nice. God, I've been praying, trying to be a nicer person. Y'all don't know what y'all talking about. The thin blue line is to show respect for the fallen officers that are on the police department. It shows respect for the fallen officers. The thin blue line that is holding the society together. This is what the solidarity with the community and policing, whichever one you want to look at it as. This has nothing to do with race. It has nothing to do with white supremacy. It has nothing to do with nothing. It's literally supporting police officers. And we normally have a band over our badge when fallen police officers, when we are dealing with a situation where we have a fallen police officer. But this is showing solidarity with law enforcement. Every single person that's being protected by police should have a mask like this on, to be honest. But let me show y'all this teacher who lost his God-given, and Satan maybe gave him this mind. Roll the film.
A 13-year-old boy in California berated by a substitute teacher for wearing a thin blue line mask in a show of support for his father and stepmother, who are both cops.
It's the new Confederacy flag. No, it's not. That's what you're doing. Well, we can't do the Confederate, but we can put up red, white, and blue. No, it's black, white, with some blue line in it. Yeah, thin blue line. Yeah, but it's not American.
That student, Lucas Liller, who bravely stood up for what he believed in, and his mom, Amanda McCallum, join us now. Thank you both for being with us. So, Lucas, take me through that moment. You're wearing the mask. It's a thin blue line mask, and the substitute teacher has a problem. How did it start?
Yeah, I was sitting down doing my work, and he sat in the desk behind me, and he told me it was not a real American flag. And I was confused because I didn't know what he was talking about at first. And then he kept saying that it's un-American and how if police don't like you, they'll shoot you.
How do these people keep their job?
Did this come out of the blue to you, or had this teacher been political in the past? Had he made statements? And I know it was a substitute teacher, so it's probably not somebody you were around a lot. But, I mean, how surprised were you that this happened?
I was very surprised. It was out of the blue. I had no idea. He was never political with me or the other kids in the class.
So, Amanda, tell me about the family. I understand Lucas's father, his stepmother. There's a long history of law enforcement in the family.
Yeah, his dad is a sergeant for the local sheriff's department, and his stepmom is also in law enforcement in another county.
And I'm curious, how did his father react? How does the family feel about what happened inside of your son's school?
Yeah, everybody is just extremely shocked and obviously angry and pretty heartbroken that this is even an issue, that he had to deal with this, but at the same time proud that he reacted the way that he did, and he stood up for what he's so passionate about and what he believes in.
Kudos to the young man. Kudos to Daddy for serving the community. This is what we should be honoring and supporting. I don't get it. I mean, I get how people get brainwashed into it, but once you start really thinking about it, like, this is a very heroic thing to do. I don't understand, to a certain degree, how people have such a complicated perspective on this. A man going out, putting on a bulletproof vest. What other profession, you know, they got to walk around with a bulletproof vest on? Name another one. That's domestic. Maybe one or two other professions where you have to have a bulletproof vest on out of the millions of different jobs that you can get in the United States of America. That's a dangerous job. And these men and women go out and they put their families aside to protect complete idiots, to be honest. Most people that we deal with are criminals. We rarely deal with the normal population. Like, they on their own. We too busy on the south side, the west side, the north side, just the same people over and over again. They can't handle their alcohol. They can't stop driving drunk. They can't stop beating up their girlfriend. They can't stop doing stuff they ain't supposed to be doing, selling drugs, using drugs, passing out, ODing. Same people. Most of the time, it's the same people that we go into their rescue. Honorable man and a good son. He's probably a good father to his son. Good example. I'm sure of. I mean, I don't know, to be honest. I mean, he's probably a devil. That's why they got a divorce. But given the benefit of the doubt, looks like they're happy. It doesn't look like, and his dad probably can't be on camera or whatever the case may be because of his job. But we should not be seeing this in our schools. Teach math. Teach these kids how to read. I mean, they should be teaching these kids social skills too. Teach them how to communicate, how to be confident. Like, but we ain't even gonna go there. Teach the kids stuff they need to learn. Quit trying to argue about stupid stuff. We should be honoring men and women who serve in our country. It's really that simple. They'll shoot you if they don't like what you say. That's the dumbest thing on planet Earth. If that was the case, I would have shot about 200 people when I was a police officer if I could just shoot you because I don't like how you act. I mean, there was a few people I wanted to put a bullet on them, but I didn't want to go to prison over it, and that's not the way you conduct yourself, being a man of honor, wearing that badge that you've sworn to uphold the Constitution and the rule of law with. You've sworn. You have my word. Same thing I did in my marriage. I swore I wore my right hand in confirmation that I agree to these terms with my life for the rest of my life. But anyway, people that like that teacher, they don't have no concept of reality. And somebody inboxed me about that substitute teacher that they had that person as a teacher, and he was an absolute nut job. So anyway, kudos to the young man wearing an Uncle T hat. That looked like Terrence's Uncle T hat. Kudos to the young man for standing up. This should be an example for all you young men out there. Stand up for what you believe. Don't let these people bully you. If they do, catch them on camera. And daddy gonna show up and take care of responsibility if he have to. Anyway, love you guys. Appreciate you. Comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think about this story. I'll see you on the next video. I'm out.